Hello and welcome to the video, everybody. On this show and tell, I recently acquired a brand new tool that I purchased on eBay. So let's take the time to take a good look at it here. Now, what it is it's a 19th century Tor Jacot, also known as a pivot polisher. So let's take this time to appreciate the craftsmanship here. By the way, I forgot to mention that this is original with its box, which is very rare to find. So this tool has its original box in place. So this is definitely made out of pine because I used to be a carpenter, so I know my woods. This was all handmade, including the little brass locks on it and the handmade screws. And the hinges too, all handmade. All handmade. Then there's some writing on the bottom too, that it says E.O. Rees watchmaker. It's a very beautiful, all handcrafted wooden case with this beautiful artwork on the back, which I'm going to keep original. I'm not going to mess with it and keep everything intact. This also would have been covered in leather, but time hasn't been very kind to it, so the leather disintegrated over time. What's left of the leather has imprinted letters on it, the top, that spell out Tor Jacot. Tour, Tor, Jacot, Jacot. This is what it looks like. So I paid 60 for this plus $10 for shipping, so $70 in total off on eBay. There's some piece moving around. We're gonna have to fix that, take the time to fix it. Which is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna do a little bit of showcase, and then we're gonna, repair this. We're not gonna do the case. Also, don't know what that is. I have no idea. But if anybody can tell me, I mean, I know they're calipers, but for what for, I don't know. I don't know why you would need calipers like these. I don't know why. But they're handmade, so it's very beautiful. It's very, very well made. This for sure is solid brass. Now, this would have to be later, like 1880s or 1870s. I say that because I'm looking at this, and this appears to be solid steel from the wear and tear here. Like as you can see, like silver grayish color appearing. So if you were to look in this in person, you would see that, yeah, this is plated and this is the original color of the metal. So this is not solid brass, but that makes it even better because I know that this will last a long time, knowing that it's solid steel that's been plated in brass to keep it from rusting, which is pretty cool. The knobs are solid brass, and these were the attachments that come with it. I have no idea what this does. I don't know. I bought it because I bought it. It's because this would be useful for our upcoming project. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. So what you can tell by the name is this is to polish pivots. And basically you would have the part here suspended, and then you would have the file or even a ruby stone, and you would file it as you were rotating, because that filing would rotate the piece, so keeping it concentric. There we go. This would, I mean, I would think, because there's a lot that come with like a stand that goes on here, but I don't see a spot here where they would put a stand. So either this wasn't made with one, or they sold it separately. I don't know. There's not even a spot for this thing on here. Like, as you can see, there's a silhouette of the part. There's no spot to put it. There's also no spot for this, so I don't know where this came from. It's a bit stiff, so everything's not moving quite as well. That's why we gotta fix it. This you can remove like that, and then you would use the other side. So they are numbered for each size of a pivot you need to polish. There's a lot I don't know about this polisher, but let's start by disassembling it and give it a good cleaning and oiling it to make sure everything runs smoothly. So, after a bit of fiddling around and all that, I got it to work. This was super stuck when I first got it because it was covered in rust. So I sanded it a little bit and I cleaned it and I oiled it. So now it moves in and out freely, like really nicely. It's very nice. And it locks up when it needs to with the nut on here, the screw. Now, this also happens to be like another end here, right here. If you see down the barrel, there's also, it's also like drilled in a hole. So like there's, so you can add like you can feed something through the hole. It looks like a staking punch, but it's on both ends. So I don't know how to remove this or how you would flip it around, but yeah, that's interesting to know. Maybe you're meant to flip it around like so on the other end. Maybe something like this, but I don't know. I don't think so. Right there. I don't think so. This end you can flip around, you know, because it's designed to do that. It's very tight though. Like this end has not been used up. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot that I don't know, unfortunately. But that's the beauty of collecting these tools. You have no idea what you're doing. And yet you collect them anyway to learn, to experience all this. Now, I know what this end would be used for, of course. I know what the stake would be used for here. This end right here, I don't know. There's also numbers on it. The numbers indicate like the size of pivots you work on, like a size 4, like how deep it is or how big the diameter of it. I know how that works. Now, I don't know what this end does. That's what I want to figure out. Because it's basically just a piece of bent metal right there. And it's shaped like this. I don't know why. Now, this looks like it was meant to be part of like, there's a pulley system here. And that's the part where you connect the bow, because you would run this with a bow. And this is a hand-powered lathe. And this end would actually grab the pivot or the gear or the balance staff with the balance wheel on top, so that way you'd be able to spin the whole piece without interacting with the pivots themselves, because at this point they're very fragile. So you can either hold it from the pivot or hold it from the outside, which holding it from the outside is a lot safer. But this, I don't know what's wrong, but this doesn't seem to go in here, even though it's supposed to go in here. I don't know why. Like, see, like this was clearly meant for this end, because look here, the diameter on this one is way too, you know, way too thin. So it would have to go here, right? But then why is it not fitting? Do I have to disassemble something? Do I have to disassemble to attach this? How do you add this piece? And I also notice, you know, there's a taper on the top and on the bottom. So like it has two flat sides, but the rest of it is round. I don't know if I can show that on camera. Also, if you notice, this end broke off. That was like that when I bought it, but I didn't notice it until now. It's missing, we have a broken piece here that we need to fix. But yeah, you see how there's like a little flat end here, and then another flat end here. What do you do there? I don't know. And it doesn't fit here, so like, it's just ever so, like, it's just a hair too thick. So like, either this came off another lathe, another Jacot pivot polisher, or it was meant for this one, but they did some sort of modification to this or something. I don't know. I don't know. I also don't know what this thing is. Like, this piece, it's too thick to go here, and it's way too small to go here. It just rattles. So like, what is this for? Do you use this to punch out the holes here? Like that? I don't know. I don't know what this piece is. I also know these are calipers, but for what? I don't know. I just don't know. There's a lot of things here. I do not know what they do, but I'll make it happen. I don't think I'm gonna make a video on this restoring this fully, or at least not until I can finish the other project. So, or I might have to just do it off camera and then just show it to you after instead of showing you the process, because I need this to fix, you know, to finish the job with the balance stamp. So we're gonna have to leave it, you know, as it is. And if you were guys hoping me to do a restoration of this, well, that's as much restoration we're gonna do. We will do something with the case. We are gonna fix up the case just a little. We're not gonna mess with the history of it, but we are gonna, you know, keep it from crumbling. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for being in this video. Thank you for being here with me, with us, with all of us. Thank you for the 45 subscribers I have. Thank you. Thank you for all your support. I did a survey with one of you guys and a few others, and I know how to improve onto the videos and what you guys like and what you don't. We will be doing a lot more stuff. I will be making another video after this real quick. We will use this pivot polisher in that video. I don't know if I'm going to release this video first and then the other one, or I'm going to release the other video first and then I'm going to release this video. But I'm recording this first before I'm doing anything else. So yeah, but it's been so long that I haven't uploading anything. So I'm sorry, but I am starting a new chapter in life, which I will talk about in the new video. I'll try my best to make more videos and as frequent as possible. If I can do 4 videos a month, or even 5, maybe even 6, then yeah, okay. If not, then 3 would be the best. This takes a lot of time, and you know, things get in the way, but it's okay. It's fine. So thank you all for coming, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.